Jim, so my question for you is more around compression. And I've been curious about this for a really long time when I started seeing the compression boots on people's legs and why people want to compress their muscles for recovery. And so Ion is the only weighted vest that has this compression factor, which is really awesome. And I feel a difference after I wear it, but I'd love to know scientifically from your science brain what compression does for the body when it comes to recovery.
Yeah, so anytime you compress, what you're actually doing is you're improving perfusion. You're improving the way your blood is going to flow back into your muscle. What happens when you work out is you develop lactic acid, you get ischemic, you got to get all that lactic acid back out of the muscle. Otherwise, you get DOMS, right? You end up with delayed onset muscle soreness, which isn't what we want. And also, the harder you train, the more you get microtears, both in the muscle. You can start to stress connective tissue. So when you create compression, just compression itself, adding weight even, and creates more of this. But when you just compress and then it generates heat, what happens is that you get better microcapillary flows. So you've got your capillaries go down to just a few microns, very tiny. But what happens is the harder you train and the more your muscle is pushing, those capillaries, they kind of get shut down. When you compress, you allow for deeper penetration of your blood to get into your tissues. That means you're going to carry nutrients that you're taking in deeper into your tissues, and you're going to get the waste products of metabolism out, which is going to improve the rate at which those microtears repair, and then allow you to be ready for that next workout that much more efficiently. So it's really about that improvement in circulation when you create compression and warmth together. And I'll add what's exciting, because you brought up GLP-1s, and I have to defend them.
No, I'm a fan.
So I
Here we go. Here we go.
Only because I think what you bring up is exactly right. People just did that, and they just lost lean mass because they forgot. Oh, you've got to exercise, and they forgot. Oh, you really need to eat so much protein in a day, because GLP-1s actually help you to build muscle, but if you don't eat enough food, all you do is lose it. So think of if you've got someone, and half of our population is reaching out for these types of therapies, they can wear something like a weighted vest with compression, stimulate that muscle synthesis, they're going to get desirable results instead of frustration, right? So that's where there's a lot of, I think, layers of benefit when you start to add, which I love your term, hormetic, because back in pharmacy school, hormetic was like a big term, man. That's like right on, man. It's like plus 3 syllables. Yeah.
Wait, can you define that, what hormetic means? Because I don't know if anyone else is curious.
Yeah, so hormesis is the process in the human body where you stress it and it strengthens in response, essentially. So when you apply a hormetic stress, the body strengthens in response. I just want to make one additional comment because you brought up a very, very important point. There's a statistic that I throw out sometimes that just shocks people that about our circulation in our body. So our heart circulates about 30% of the blood in our body. Most people think the heart circulates all of the blood in the body, and that's actually false. About 70% of our circulation is microvascular. It's venules and capillaries. And in these venules and capillaries, there is no pressure, per se. It's done by an activity called vasomotor or vasomotion. And this is the 70% of the circulation that really goes untested in modern medicine, right? We have 63,000 miles of blood vessel in our body. Right, 70% of that is actually not circulated by the heart. So I would just echo your sentiment about compression and heat because it improves vasomotor circulation.
100%.
Thanks, Jim.
Sure.
Give it up for Jim.